go ahead and delete all the plugins. Just leave this one, Lightspeed Cache. This is your caching plugin. This will improve your website speed, as you can see. So tick mark everything except for Lightspeed, and again go to bulk action. Let me go from here and select delete and click on apply. Okay, this will delete all these extra plugins. Now once you complete this website, you can go ahead and activate the Lightspeed Cache plugin. I'll not activate it right now. So once you complete the website, once you watch the complete tutorial, then after that you can come at the end and activate this plugin. Now click on settings from the left hand side. Now here very first thing you have to do is you have to change your website title and you have to change your website description. So right now it is something like blog, or it will say something else. So instead of this, I want to type in, let's see. So here as you can see, the title of my website is simply jobs. This is the name of my website. And under tagline, I can type in Microjob Marketplace. Okay. So basically just describe your website in few words. Then scroll down and tick mark this thing, membership, anyone can register. And finally under time zone, select time zone based on your country. If you're from India, select Kolkata. If you're from some other country, select that time zone and click on save changes. Then under settings, click on permalinks, and custom structure, some other structure will be selected for you. We have to make sure that this post name structure is selected. Okay, this is the most SEO friendly permalink structure. So make sure post name is selected. Again, go ahead and click on save changes. Now again, if you come back to your dashboard, and with this we have completed all the basic settings related to our WordPress website. Now the very first thing that I want to do is I want to install a new theme, okay, to change the website style, and we want to make it something like this one. In fact, with this theme we'll also get all the required plugins. So we just need the theme, and rest all the plugins that are required, we'll get it for free with the theme. Now to download that theme, you have to open a new tab again and type in this link. You should be now redirected to this page. Now this is the option that we'll be using, Premium Press Marketplace. Premium Press again is a marketplace, so you have different types of themes available. As you can see, cashback theme, microjob theme, dating theme, directory theme, auction theme, coupon theme, hundreds of different themes styles are available. Then obviously we want to use this Microjobs theme, so click on this. And this is the theme that we need, Microjob theme. And if you see the pricing over here, by default for me it says $99, but if you open this for the first time, there will be some discount going on. So make sure you purchase it under the discount period. For example, let me show you this thing. If I open this in a new private window, and if I go to this Microjob themes, if I scroll down, as you can see, $79, and this will be a very limited time discount. For example, here as you can see, for 14 minutes, sometimes 15-20 minutes. So make sure you purchase that under this limited time so that you get the discount. So you can purchase it for $79. So sometimes there could be higher discount there, sometimes there could be a little bit lower discount. So whatever the option is, 79, 69, 89, whatever dollars you have to pay, just select this option, click on download. You have to make the payment and purchase this theme. So based on based on your country, you will automatically be redirected and your currency will be selected, and you have to make the payment. Now once you make the payment, you have to log into your website. Okay, so if you click on members, you have to log in over here. You'll get all these details on your email as well. Also, while purchasing the theme, whatever details you enter, email address and password, that will be your login ID and password. Now you will see your theme that you have purchased. Because I've purchased all the themes, I see everything. And let's see, here it is, Microjobs theme. Click on download and this theme will be downloaded for you. As you can see, I already have this theme, so I'll cancel this thing. I'll come back over here. Let me show you how once you purchase this thing and once you download that zip file, let me show you how you can upload this zip file on your website. So if you want to install this theme on your website, you have to first click on appearance, click on add new, upload theme, and select that zip file. So click on choose file, and here this is the file mj10, okay, microjob 10. We have to click on open and click on install now. Now once this theme is installed, you have to go ahead and activate it. So click on this activate link, and this theme will be activated for you. Now we can again go ahead and click on begin in setup. Okay, so we can now set up this theme. So click on begin setup, and to set up this thing, to activate this theme, you will have to enter your order ID, or it will be your license code. You will get that thing over here. Again, if you come back to this Premium Press account, scroll down at the top. Here as you can see, you have the license key, copy it from here, come back to your website, paste in the key and click on continue. Now once you click on continue, you should see a new setup window. And now let me show you that setup window. As you can see, this is how the setup window should look like. Okay, choose a website design, and you should see this thing, and you can now select some design from here. Okay, like this. Whatever design you want, you can select this design and you can proceed further. Now sometimes it might happen that you might not see this page. Okay, you might not see this screen. In fact, you will see this screen, this dashboard screen, dashboard for Microjobs. Okay, it will say whatever the theme is. Now if you face that problem, you have to do one thing. You have to reset this plugin. Because I saw that plugin for me, as you can see, some users are also installed and settings are all done. For example, if I go to settings and if I go to page links, all these pages are created for me. As you can see, my account page, ad listing page, pricing page, all these pages are automatically created for me. But if you don't see that setup window, these pages will not be created for you. So to fix this thing, you can do one thing. You can come back to settings and you can now reset this theme, this Microjob theme. So to do that thing, you have to click on license key. And over here, you will see this option, reset option. Again, I'm saying only do this thing if you don't see the setup window. Okay, if you see the setup window like I saw that thing, don't need to do it. But if you don't see the setup window, you can go ahead and reset this option so that you know all these pages and everything is created for you. Okay, so click on reset option, delete everything. Don't worry about this delete everything. It will only reset this theme and you can do everything again. So as you can see, again, we have to install this thing and again, we have to enter the license code and do the same thing. So let's enter the license code, click on continue. And now as you can see, all these things will change for you all. If you see the URL bar, everything was installed for you. And now as you can see, I'm getting this setup screen, getting started, choose a web design. So this is the screen that you should see if you're doing this for the very first time. Now you can just select any screen or any layout that you want. So let me do one thing, whatever layout you want. So this is kind of the layout that I'm using, very similar layout that I've used in the demo website. Okay, so I'll do one thing, I'll use the same layout. If you want, you can use some other layout as well. And later on, you can change the design to this one. Okay, it's all simple stuff. So because I've used this layout for the demo website, I'll use the same option, simply ads. As you can see, this is the layout. So just tick mark this thing, scroll down at the bottom, click on continue. Now once you click on continue, you will automatically be redirected to your home page. And now as you can see, this is how the home page will look like. Everything is automatically created for you. And we have to do a few more things. We have to do, in fact, a lot of settings and all. We have to set up everything. But for now, you can see one layout. In fact, this entire website is automatically created for you. Now, how to manage this site, how to control everything, we'll see that thing in the tutorial. But you can see this is now working. If you click on Simply Jobs or if you click on your homepage link, you can see, okay, this is 100% working for you. Now we have to see the settings and how to set up everything. So for that, again, come back to your dashboard. And now again, let me show you one thing. If you see the home page and if you don't see these featured jobs over here, okay, these featured jobs which are automatically created for you, again, it means that the setup was not completed properly. Okay, similarly, if you don't see the option, if I go back to Premium Press, click on settings. And if I, for example, I'm just giving you an example. If I click on page links, all these pages are created for you. If I click on this option to open this page in a new tab, my account page, as you can see, this page is created for me. So make sure you see these options. Okay, these pages are created for you and you see all those options. Let me first refresh this website. And now you can see the changes on your website. Make sure you have these things automatically created for you and these pages also present. So this means that the setup was properly done. If not, again, I've shown you, go to settings and at the bottom, click on license key and reset everything. Now let's see whether the website is working properly or not. Now the very first or the very basic thing on your website will be to add a new job. A person comes to your website and they want to post a freelancer. For example, I'm a freelancer. I can create a website for you. So I want to post a job for myself. So how I'll do that and what all options I get. So if I can do that simply by clicking on this button, post job. And once I click on post job, I should now see the ad listing page. Again, I'm saying if you click on post job, if you don't see the ad listing page, reset the theme that I've shown you how to do that thing. Now here I can enter the title. So let me actually do one thing, open the website. Okay, let me open this thing. Now I'll just copy paste everything just to show you how this is done. So this is my title. I'll create a beautiful and professional. Let me cut this thing. I'll create a beautiful and professional YouTube thumbnail for you. Or maybe I'll type in, instead of this, I'll type in, I'll create a professional website for you. Okay, so this is my title. Now after that I have to select some category for this job. Okay, so this job falls under which category? So I can click on category and so many different categories are automatically created for you. Now let me show you how you can do some changes on this category. For example, we have this programming and tech, and under that we have the e-commerce development, website development. Okay, we have this option. But if you don't have this option, for example, if you want to create a category which is not available over here, how you can do that? So let's see how that is done. So for that, we have to do this under jobs. So if you see, if you come back to the main dashboard, this is your main dashboard. First, let's actually do one thing. We did not delete the 2020 theme. Let's delete this theme as well. Okay, just make sure you have Microjob theme only, no other theme. Now over here at the left hand side, you will see this job option. Click on that job, and under job, you can see we have so many different things, categories, features, all these things. First, we have to click on categories. Now these are the categories which are displayed over here. If you see, first is graphics and design, and under graphics and design, we have some subcategories like web design, logo design. These are all subcategories under graphics and design. So if you see, this is the main option, main category, graphics and design. And under that, we have this subcategory, podcast cover, website design, logo design. These are all subcategories. Similarly, if I go to page 2, here as you can see, we have this main category, data. Okay, and under that, we have database, data analytics, data processing. Okay, so many different options. Again, if you click on data, you have these subcategories. So if you want to create your own category and subcategory, so if you want to delete, for example, I don't want this data category and all these subcategories, I can tick mark it like this, and I can just go ahead and delete them. Okay, tick mark it, go to bulk action, delete, and delete this category. So if you want, you can do this thing as well. Now, if you want to create a new main category, for example, I want to create, let me see. Okay, we don't have, okay, it will be under music. Voice, we have the voiceover. So I was thinking of creating voiceover thing, but it is already present. Maybe let me do website development. It is already present, but I'm just showing you how it is done. Okay, so I'll type in website development. Okay, this is my main category. Now, if you see one thing, for main categories, we have these icons. Okay, if you see, this is data, we have the icon, writing and translation, we have icons for the main categories. So it is recommended to have an icon for the main category. If you open this in a new tab, this is how the icon is looking, as you can see. So if you want your icon, if you want to use a similar icon, you can go to this website, flaticon.com. Go to this website, and maybe if I search for, first make sure to log in or sign up. So it is 100% free. Just enter your email address and this will create a new account for you. If you already have an account, just log in with your account. Now, once you log in to your account, again, come back to the main page. Now, suppose I'm searching for website logo. Okay, so I can search for website. If you're searching for audio, video, you will see hundreds of different logos over here, colorful, simple, plain logos as well. Whatever type of logo you want, you can just select that thing and you can redesign it. For example, this is how these logos are looking. So maybe I want to select, let me open a new logo as well in a new tab. Okay, so this is the logo style. Okay, so I'll select maybe this logo, okay, for website development, this one. So I'll click on this thing and you can also edit this logo. So if you click on edit icon, okay, this is how it is looking. You can now go to display. You can change the size, you can decrease the size like this one. For example, here as you can see, size is decreased. We have this thing and we have a small logo in between. Now I'm doing this thing just to make sure that everything is looking same. Okay. Then we also have this background color. You can see we have this background, and let me see the color, what this background color is. Okay, so we have the same color. It is E6, something like that. I'll show you the color code. Now to add background color in this, you can click on shapes and you can select this square shape. Okay, you will get the background color, and under this color, type in E6, E6, E6. If you want, now I'm again saying, if you want to use the same styling, if you want to use some other color as the background color and some other designing, it is all up to you. Now once it is done, you can now click on download, select PNG and whatever size you want. So maybe we want this size, okay, 128 KB. Okay, if you want 128 pixels, I'm sorry. If you want 5 to 12 pixels, you can select that design as well. Now once you're creating this website development, you can click on this add new category option for now and make sure this is parent category. So under parent category, it should be none. Now click on add new category. Website development is added, click on edit. And you can add the logo over here under logo. Okay, now click on upload image. Just select this image and okay, I want to select the full size and now click on save changes. I think you have to click on insert into post. Okay, now click on update. If I scroll down here, as you can see, this image is now shown. Again, if I go back to categories, if I scroll down, let's see where this category is. Here, as you can see, we have this category, website development. Okay, so that category is now available. Now, if you want to add anything under that, for example, under website development, if you want to add subcategories, you can add, for example, e-commerce. Okay, this could be one subcategory, e-commerce website. And now to make it a subcategory of website development, you can select under parent category, you can select website development. Okay, now click on add new category. And now if you see under website development, we have e-commerce website. Similarly, if you want to add maybe let's say membership website, if somebody wants to create a membership website. Okay, now this is also a this is also a subcategory of website development. So I'll select website development as my parent category and click on add new category. And again, now as you can see, this is also now added under this option. So you can add these kind of things. Okay, this is how you can create a parent category and some subcategories. So now if I again come over here, if I refresh this page, let me copy the title. Now if I click on category here, if you see website development, and now we have these subcategories as well. Now if you want to add for now, as you can see, I can select only one category. Okay, so later on in this video we'll see how we can change this thing. If you want, you can also allow your users to select multiple subcategories. So maybe under programming and tech, I can create a WordPress, I can select WordPress also, ecom also. So I can select multiple categories at once. So if you want to select that thing, you can have that thing as well. Now, if you go to the second option, description option, here as you can see, you have to select the keyword, you have to add the description and all. And then after that, we have to add the features. So a person can add the feature like they are hard worker, organized, good listener, punctual. So let's see how we can control these things. Okay, these features that we have added. These are the demo features, or these are the automatically added features. If you want to delete some features from here, or if you want to add more features, let's see how we can do that. So again, come back to your dashboard. Now under jobs, you will see features, click on that. And now as you can see, these are added from here. Now in this, if you want to add any new feature, you can just add that. I'll just add new feature. I'll give it a name of new feature just to see whether this is added or not. Now once you add this thing, you can now go ahead and click on add new feature, add new category. And now as you can see, this is added for you. Again, if I come back to this page, refresh it. Now go back to the third option, detail option. In fact, it was in the second option, description option. And now as you can see, new feature. So you can add more features. If you want to delete any feature, obviously you can just go ahead and click on delete, and you can delete this feature as well. Then in the third step, we have this option. A person can create different types of products. They can add different add-ons, and then they can have different details. That is good. So there's nothing, we don't have to do any changes. In the fourth step, a person has to select media files. If they want to upload any audio file, video files, they can do that. And finally, in the last step, this option is given to you. Okay. First option is the upgrades option, which I think is a very important option and very useful option. So for example, I am a freelancer. I want to create a new account on this website, and I create websites for people. Now, because I'm a new person, I don't have any rating or anything. So it will be very difficult for customers to choose me. So what I can do is I can select this option. I can pay $50 to this website owner, and I can select this homepage option. Now, once I select the homepage option, my account or my option or my job will be listed on the homepage. Similarly, if I want to be sponsored on the search page result, I can select this sponsored option, or if I want to be highlighted, if I want to be a featured ad. Okay. So my options are given. So I get more views. Basically, I get more attraction from the people. Then I can select this option. Now let me explain you these options. I've already explained you in the demo website, but again, let me very quickly explain you this thing. So if somebody selects this option, for example, homepage, have your ad appear on the homepage and seen by thousands of people, then their ad will be added under this list. So all these people have paid that $50 to be featured on the homepage. If they select the second option, this option, sponsored option, ads are shown on rotation on top of this search page. So if you see the search page, if I go to the search page, you'll see at top of this, we have these ads. Okay. So if somebody selects this second option, sponsored option, the ad will be displayed. Similarly, if somebody selects featured ad, their ad will be marked as featured, and it will be shown wherever you want to show. If you want to show that on the home page, you can do one thing. You can create a new option. Okay. You can create a new tab. Like we have this section over here, you can create a new section, and under that section, you can display all the featured ads or all the featured jobs. Okay, so this is very important. Upgrades option is very important. Now the second option is this plans option. Now under the plan option, I don't recommend this plan option, and I would highly recommend you to deactivate the plan option. Now let me explain you the reason behind this thing. Now if you see any website, you go to any microjob website, they are all free. So posting a job should be free. Why should anybody pay you, to just post their ads? It should not be paid. It should be a free process. We don't want this thing. Rather, we have one option. We have the commission option. So you can post your job on our website for absolutely free. But once you make any sale, we'll get, you can now charge, you as a website owner and admin can charge 10 or 20% commission on that. So plan option is not that great according to me. I would recommend you to deactivate the plan option, so that posting on your job, so that posting jobs on your website is free. But when some customer come and purchase that job or select that job or select or hire any professional or freelancer for that job, you will get a commission on that transaction. That is a much better option, much better approach. And this is the option, this is the approach that is used by almost all the microjob marketplaces. So let's see all the settings related to upgrades and also related to plans. So first, if you again come back to this option, if you come back to your dashboard, click on Premium Press. Now you'll see job settings over here. Under jobs, if you click on jobs at the left hand side, under that you will see job settings. And under this option, you will see upgrades option. Here, as you can see, upgrades. Click on this. Now, if you want to change this thing, for example, right now the pricing for featured is $10 and it is active for 30 days. Pricing for sponsored is $30. It is active for 30 days. For homepage, it is $50, active for 30 days. If you want to change the pricing, for example, if you want to be featured on homepage, you have to pay maybe $50, but you will be featured only for maybe 5 days. Okay. Similarly, if you want to be sponsored on top of search results, you have to pay maybe $25 and you will be sponsored on top of search results only for 7 days. Okay. You can change this thing. We also have the boost option. So this is like a boost for 24 hours. So for 24 hours, if you want to boost your profile, if you want your jobs to be shown to more people, then a small option. Okay. So they can just pay $5 and their profile will be boosted for 24 hours. And this boost option, you can see if you click on this My Accounts option, you'll see this Boost Me Now option. Okay, so this is the option that you'll see. So click on Save Changes and you can change these options from here. So this is all related to your upgrades. Now let's see options related to plans. Now for this also we have to come back to job settings. So under jobs, click on job settings. And just like upgrades, you will see this packages option. Click on this jobs packages. Now by default, we have this option, as you can see, free package, silver package, gold package. If you again come back over here, free, silver, gold packages. So if you want to use this thing, you can, and if you want to do some changes on this, you can do it. So for example, as you can see the pricing table. Then you can also see the features like with the free packages, what all you can do. So with the free packages, they have added actually everything. If you want to use this thing, make sure you delete all these things. Now if a person can select multiple category or not, and all these things, and fine. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and do the changes if you want to use it. But again, as I said earlier, I don't want to use this thing. I don't want to use packages on this option. So I'll come back over here. Okay, and I'll go to settings. Okay, under job settings, you have this settings option, which is over here. Okay, click on this and now select this option. And in this display jobs option, make it no. Okay, we don't want to display job options. So now packages will not be displayed when this is done. Okay, when you're trying to add, or when you're trying to add a new job, this packages thing will not display. Show offer button. Okay, we want to show offer button, admin approval is required or not. So you can set it on or off. It all depends on you. Seller only. Title length, you can control the title length, description length. Okay, character. Okay, description should be obviously bigger. 1000 character you can make it. Location box. Category changes. Now, as I said earlier, if you want multiple categories, a person can select multiple categories in the second option, I guess it was. Okay, it was in the first option. So a person can select multiple categories. If you want, you can make it on. Then, okay, rest everything, change listing package. Rest everything is good, I think. Let's see. Yeah, rest everything is good. Just click on Save Settings. Now we have one more option. We have the badges option. Okay, if you see, first let me come back. We have seen packages, we have seen upgrades. We have one more option, badge option. So if you see, if you go to any, or if you go to the homepage, for example, some users, or in fact, most of the users have this gold badge. Okay, so you can give these kind of badges to different people. So gold badge maybe is for featured job people who have selected some other plan or some packages like that, then you can select this option. Okay, similarly, one badge is created verified badge, one other badge is created awesome badge. So you can create these badges, and later on we will see how we can apply these badges or how we can give these badges to different peoples. Now again, come back. Now these were the settings related to post job options. So under post job, whatever options comes, category, features, details, we have seen everything. Now there's one more thing. We want to see the registration option. This was all post job option. We want to see registration option. So when a person comes to your website, for example, if I open this website in a new private window, okay, in a new incognito window, and if I come and if I try to register on this website, if I click on register, okay, as you can see, this is the style, this is the register page style. If you want to change the style of this page, and if you want to add any option, for example, we have the full name, email address, password, and username, these 4 options. If you want to add few more options, how you can do that? So for that, again, you'll come back to this option. We have seen options related to jobs. Now see options related to users. So under users, select user settings, and over here first click on registration. And if you want to change, this is the style that we were using. If you want to change the style, and maybe if you want to use, maybe let's select okay, this style. Okay, if you click on this thing, it will show you a demo of this style. Or maybe you can select this style. If you click on this will show you a demo of this style as well. So whatever style you want, you can select this thing. So right now we are using style 6 instead of style 6. If you want to use some other style, you can select that thing. And after that, instead of this background color, this is the background color, this is the background image or color, whatever you want. So instead of this background image, if you want to use some other background image, you can upload that image from here. Okay, now, and also make sure allow registrations is on, very important. Come back. Now we have registration and account fields. If you click on this thing, now we can add different fields. If I click on field, for example, I want to get let's see what we can get. Yeah, just for our tutorial purposes, let's add age option. Okay, and under this option, I'll select text area. Okay, maybe text area, and under unique key, I'll type in key age. Okay, something like this, and click on save changes. Now if I again come back to the registration option, and if I refresh it, okay, we should see that thing. Let's again come back. Okay, we have to tick mark this thing, show on registration form, and whether this is required or not. Again, click on save changes, again come back, refresh this page, and now as you can see, we have the age option. So if you want to add any new options in this, you can do that thing. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to show you that this is how it is done. Okay, again come back. Now we have user types, which is not important, just leave it as it is. Now for the login page as well, this is the login page, the default login page. If you open this thing, if you click on this thing, you can see this is the login page. Okay, now if you want to change this thing, if you want to have some other login page style, again you can go ahead and, for example, if you want to use this dark layout, okay, or if you want to use this very simple, the most simplest one, default one, you can use this one as well. So many styles are given to you. Whichever style you want, you can select this thing. Okay, now again come back. Then we have the ratings and all these options. If you want ratings and comments, so people can rate and people can see the rating chart, and people can comment on these jobs. Very important. Obviously, we should allow people, because this is really, in fact, in this website, rating is very important. People must see the rating. So this all should be on. Okay, make sure this is all on. Then favorites and like. People can favorite and like. So if I want to favorite this job, I can click on this heart icon and this job will be favorited. If I go back to my dashboard and if I go to favorites, I can say this thing. Similarly, we have a user like option that should also be on. Message system, very, very important. Make sure message system is on, and also message attachment is on, so that people can message each other and they can send the attachment. Very important. Then we have the notification system. Again, make sure this is on, so that whenever the user is using the website, they will get the notification. You will see how this notification thing works when we do a demo checkout. Then we have the user. Now if you want to verify user's email address, you can make it on. Now once you make it on, whenever somebody creates a new account on your website, and whatever email address they enter for the account, they will get some code or some link on their email address, and then they will have to click on that link, and only then their account will be live. Their account will be live, or their account will be verified. So if you want to use this thing, you can have this thing. If you want to, you can also set up SMS verification, And you can also set up photo verification. This is a manual process, but if you want, you can set up this process as well. Now again, you can come back and we have user account options, user profile pages. Let's see. Account option. I don't think there is anything important over here. All right. Let's again come back. Now let's see some more settings. In fact, very important settings related to payment. So when somebody adds this thing and or when some user come and they are purchasing any jobs and they want to make the payment, how will they make the payment? We have not yet set any payment. We have not yet integrated any payment gateways. Also, let's see the commission setting. As I said earlier, you can charge some commission because I've just disabled. If I go to the last step, if I refresh this page first of all, and if I go to the last step, here as you can see, now we have disabled those plans options. So plans are not displaying. So instead of plans, obviously we just cannot make everything free. We have to charge something, obviously because you're doing everything. So instead of plans option, we can charge some commission. So let's see how that commission thing works. So you'll see all those things under this option. If you click on checkout, it will be under checkout option. Click on this. Now we have the payment option first. If you want, you can set up the payment gateway, but we'll see the payment gateway later on. First, let's see these settings, and after that, we'll see the payment gateway. Tracking code. If you have any tracking code that you want to enter, you can just enter the tracking code over here. Then we have the house commission. If you want to charge commission on this, now basically you should be charging sellers, not buyers. So make sure you charge seller, not buyer. Okay, and what percentage? If you want 15% or 10% commission, just type in 10%. Make sure you type in this thing under this percentage sign and not under dollar sign. Okay, and after that, you just make it save changes. No need to make this thing on. So now you 20% or 10%, whatever percentage you set, this will be charged. You can minus this thing, and also make sure you enter this escrow system. You make this thing on, escrow system on. Now with this escrow system, what happens is, now whenever a customer comes, for example, let me go to the website. Let me show you this thing. Now suppose I am a customer, there is some freelancer, maybe this is the freelancer. Okay, you can see the pricing and everything, $1,200 for this. Now once I purchase this thing for $1,200, okay, and if you remember, we have set 10% commission. Now once this customer purchases this $1,200 worth of service, this $1,200 will actually come to your account, the admin account, the website owner, your account. Okay, now you can do one thing. You can minus your house commission, whether it is 10%, 20%, whatever, and rest the 80% or 90%, whatever the rest amount is, you can then send that money to this freelancer's account. Okay, so if you on this thing, this is how it will work. Okay, if you turn on this escrow system, so by default, by the escrow system, you become the middleman. You will receive the payment minus your commission and send the remaining payment to the freelancer. Then we have the regions. Now this is important if you want to charge taxes. Okay, so if you want to charge taxes, for example, for people purchasing in India, I want to charge some tax. So I can click on add new. I can add my country name, click on save option. Now I can click on this option and you can change this thing. Now under this plus click on this search icon and make sure you select your country name from here. In fact, I think we have to do it manually. Okay, select your country name, click on OK. All right, now it will display all the states of your country. Now click on save settings. Okay, so if you want to, this thing is important only when you're planning to charge taxes and all. Now for countries, if you want to disable it in some countries, right now it is enabled in all countries, which means that people from all countries can come to your website and they can purchase all these things. They can use your website and they can go through all these things. Now if you want to enable this website only for specific countries, maybe only for Albania, Armenia, Austria, Bahrain and Bangladesh. Okay, only for these 4 countries, then you can, or these 4-5 countries, you can select these countries. By default it is all countries. I think this should be all countries because we are not shipping any product. This is basically mostly digital services. Again, come back. Now coupons. If you want to create a coupon, this is important because if you want to promote your website, you can distribute these coupons so people can come, they can get some discount on your website. So coupons could be useful. So first make sure it is on. Now click on add coupon. Maybe the coupon code is 10 off. Okay, this is the coupon code. Once any person add this coupon code, they will get 10% discount. So under discount percentage, type in 10. Okay, so this is how easily you can create a coupon code. Now come back again. cash out system, very important. Make sure you turn on this cash out system. And you can also set a minimum cash out amount. So minimum cash out amount maybe of $50. Okay. And you can add different methods. So maybe I can give the cash out through PayPal. So I'll tap in PayPal. I will also give it through bank transfer. So I'll add bank transfer. Maybe in India, I can also give through Google Pay. Okay. So I'll add Google Pay. Now, if I click on save settings, I cannot show you on this website. Maybe let's see. Because we have not made any sales. If I go to my account, now if I go to balances and settings, it will say $0 for me because I have not made any sales. And now here, as you can see, minimum cash out is $50 because we have added this $50 minimum amount. Now if I go to the demo website, let me show you this option over here. If I go to balances, now because I've made some sales, I have $545 in my account, and the minimum cash out on the demo website is $100. Now, if I want to withdraw funds, I can click on this thing. I can select I want through PayPal, bank transfer, and you'll also get Google Pay because I've added Google Pay option. Okay. This is the demo website, by the way. So maybe if I want payment through bank transfer, I'll select bank transfer. Now how much payment I want? Maybe I want only $250 out of this 450 or 540. And now I'll have to enter my bank account details and click on request checkout. Now what happens after that, we'll see later on. But for now, this is what this setting does. Again, come back. This was the cash out setting. Now, if you want to enable the credit setting, you can just make it on. Okay. Click on save settings. Again, come back. Now you can also sell credits, by the way. For example, if user, pays maybe $10, they can get credit worth of, $15. Okay. So you can use this thing if you want to select this option. Now again, come back. Tax option. So click on tax. Now tax option will only work if you have added the region. As you can see, because we have added the India region, I'm getting this country tax option. And so I can select this option and I can type in maybe 12% tax. So anybody from India purchasing this thing, first make sure you enable this website tax. Anybody from India purchasing any services, they will have to pay 12% extra as tax. Okay. I'll make it off. I just wanted to show you that how this is done. Again, come back. Okay, so all the settings related to payment and checkout is done. Now only the payment gateways left. Let's see how we can integrate different payment gateways so that we can collect payments. Right now, there is no option given. There is one option, PayPal, but that is also set to default. Okay, some dummy PayPal option. So first, let's see settings related to PayPal. First, we don't want to use sandbox. So I'll make it no because our website is live. Enter your website and enter your PayPal email address. So I'll enter my PayPal email address over here. All right. Now, which currency code you want to use? By default, it is US dollar. If you want to change this thing, you can do it. And whether it's a recurring payment, you can select recurring payment or not, whether you want to accept recurring payment and what language you want. Okay. So PayPal is done. First, click on save settings. Now, obviously, we cannot use PayPal because we cannot use only PayPal because PayPal is not available in many countries. So based on your country, you should do some simple research and find out what all are the payment gateways popular or accepted in your countries. Now they have created a list. If you click on this button, find more plugins. If you click on this button, open this in a new tab. Now here, as you can see, they have created so many different plugins for different payment gateways. So you can select based on your country. Again, Razorpay is used in India. PayUmoney is used in India. Then let's see. We had to checkout as well, I guess. And there are many different payment gateways available. Basically, CC Avenue is also used in India. Skrill used in many different countries. So whatever payment gateway you want to use based on your country, your location, you can select that. So maybe I want to use Razorpay. So I'll click on Razorpay and I'll download the plugin. Click on download plugin. As you can see, this plugin is now downloaded. Let me again come back to this page and maybe I want to use Stripe as well. So here, as you can see, Stripe checkout. So we can use this Stripe checkout as well. So click on Stripe and download this plugin as well. Click on download plugin. Okay, so we have downloaded this. Now whatever payment gateway you want to use, you can download those plugins. Now we have to first install these plugins that we have just downloaded. So we can open plugins in a new tab. Click on add new plugin. Now let me click on upload plugin, choose file. Now under choose file, I just want to select the first option, Razorpay. Click on install now. Once installed, click on activate plugin. Then after that, click on add new again. And now let's install this Stripe plugin. So click on upload plugin And now under choose plugin, select this Stripe payment gateway. So similarly, we'll just drag and drop it over here, click on install now. And once it is installed as well, you have to activate this plugin. So just click on this activate plugin button. And now as you can see, both the plugins are activated. Again, come back to this page, your checkout page. And if you refresh this page, you will see these two options will be added. If you click on payment gateways, now as you can see, Razorpay and Stripe. Now settings for both Razorpay and Stripe is very similar. In fact, settings for all the payment gateways will be very similar. Basically, you have to create an account with these payment gateways. So if you're using PayUmoney, Razorpay, Stripe, or any other payment gateway, you have to create an account on their website. And once you create an account on their website, you will get two codes. Most of the times two codes, secret key and your publishable key. You have to copy those codes and paste it over here. So let's see for Razorpay. If I click on Razorpay, here as you can see, I have to add the key ID. First, make sure you enable this thing. Now enter the key ID. For this, you have to go to this website, dashboard.razorpay.com, create an account, click on sign up. And if you already have an account, you can sign in. And once you sign into your account, dashboard.razorpay.com, at the left hand side, you will see settings, click on that. Now click on API keys. And here you have the key ID. Just copy it from here, come back to your website and paste it under the key ID. Okay. Now what currency code? By default, it is INR, Indian rupee. Your business name. So enter your business name over here. Okay. And after that, just minimize it. Then the third option is Stripe. Make sure to turn this thing on as well. And for this, we need the API secret and publishable key. And I want to change the currency code to USD. Okay. And make sure this is enabled. And for this also, you have to follow a similar process. First, go to dashboard.stripe.com. Again, make sure to create an account with Stripe. If you already have an account, you can log in. And once you log in, you will see this option, developers option. Click on this. And now click on API keys at the left hand side. And here you have it. You have the publishable key, copy it from here. Paste it under API publishable key. And you also have your secret key. Now paste it under API secret key. Once you do this thing, you can now go ahead and click on save settings. Now also you can turn this thing off, demo payment if you want, but if you turn this thing on, this will only be for admin. If you want to check the process, if you want to see whether the process is working or not, you can turn this thing on. So here as you can see, we have all the payment gateways now enabled. Right, now let's see some more settings related to this website. So if you see this option, settings option at the left hand side, click on that. Now here we have already seen the page links multiple times. If you click on page links, you can see all these pages are automatically created for you. And you can, if you want to see that, you can click on this thing and you can see that page. We have the taxonomies. So under taxonomies, we have features and we have country. If you want to add more taxonomies, for example, we have seen this thing, post job thing. If you want to add more details under this option, like in the second option, we are displaying features. Maybe if you want to use, if you want to show a few more options over here, you can add that thing. So I don't know what that could be. So just like we have added features, you can add a few more things over here if you want, right? Then languages, by default it is English. If you want to make it multi-language or language switcher, you can do that. But for that, you have to, do everything manually. So you have to install this plugin, language editor, and you have to edit the entire website. So that is I'm not going to show you this thing because that is a very manual and lengthy process. Then you have to enter your company details. So enter all your details over here. The CEO name, email address, map, location, all these things. Now, whenever somebody, downloads any invoice or anything, these details will be added or these details will be present on that invoice or anything that they purchase. Then we have a mobile menu and we have, we'll come back to menus at the end of the video. We have the currency option. So by default, USD is the currency. If you want to change this thing, if you want to make Indian rupee as the, default option, you can make that thing as well. So this will become, Indian rupee will become your default currency. You can also change the symbol. Instead of dollar, you can add the rupee symbol. Okay, so if you want to make Indian rupee as the default currency, you can do that thing as well. Then after that, under currency converter, I don't recommend this thing, but if you want it, you can have it. So here you have to add the exchange rate manually. Now exchange rates are, they keep on fluctuating. So it is not really a good idea to add this thing. So for example, current USD to pound, what is the exchange rate? So 1.6799. Obviously it just keeps on changing. So you'll have to change it every few days. If you want to have it, you make sure you keep on updating this thing. Okay, you keep on updating the exchange rates. We have seen the currency settings. Then we have Google Maps, Google AdSense. Now if you want to add your Google Maps are not really important, so we can leave it. Google AdSense. If you want to enable AdSense, make sure you copy and paste in. You paste in your Google AdSense code over here. Okay. So if you want to display Google Ads, make sure you add in your Google AdSense code that you get when you create a new account. Similarly, if you want to use Google Analytics, make it on. Enter your Google Analytics UA key over here. Or if you're using Google Analytics version 4, you can enter the version 4 link or code over here. Okay. Again, come back. Then we have a few more things, I guess. Then we have the advertising option. You can also add advertising option for, let me first show you this thing. So if you want to, first of all, let's see this option. Okay. Advertising space. So we have different cell spaces. For example, if you want to display advertising on maybe the single job sidebar, you can enable this thing. If you want, you can also show the sample just to see how it is looking. Similarly, on blog page, top bar, on the sidebar, top, sidebar, bottom. Let me show you these samples, and then after that, we'll see how this thing works. So if somebody wants to advertise their thing on the blog page or on the single job page, they can see this thing. If you go to the blog page, now here as you can see, we have this advertise here thing. This is the top option. Then we'll have another one at bottom. Now, if I want to advertise something on this, I can click on this thing at this place. Then I can select what space. So this was blog sidebar top. I can select the package. The default pricing is $30 for 30 days. So you can have this thing. You can add different slots and you can charge different money. So for example, blog sidebar top, I want to charge maybe, first of all, I have to select the size. Size is good. I would not recommend you to change the banner size. Just change the price per ad if you want. Okay. For $30, this ad will display for 30 days on your website. Then after that, we have the design option. If you click on design, now on the design option, the very first thing you will see this customize button. If you hover over this button, you will get few links. You will get few options. First option is your logo and font. So if you see your website right now, here it says simple jobs, and you can see the design. Simple is black and jobs is red, which is your primary and your secondary color. You will see this color used throughout your website. So this red color and black color. If you want to change this thing, instead of simple jobs, if you want to type in maybe Fiverr jobs, okay, just for tutorial purposes, and Fiverr site, maybe I'll type in Fiverr site just for tutorial purposes. Again, I'm saying, and what font family you want to use. First, let me just save this thing. Okay. Now Fiverr, here as you can see, because Fiverr, now instead of simple, Fiverr will be in black and sites will be in red instead of jobs. If I refresh this website now, as you can see, Fiverr site. Okay. Similarly, if you want to change the body font family, by default, I think it is looking good. But if you want to change this thing, maybe I want, here as you can see, there are probably thousands of different font families available. Whatever font family you want to use, you can select that thing. For logo also, if you want, you can have a different font family, right? So this is logo and we have different font families, typography. If you again come back, then we have change colors. So the primary color, as you can see, is this red color, which is used throughout the website. Instead of red, if you want to use maybe yellow color or some other color, maybe let's use this color. Okay, this orange color. So this will now become your primary color. Then the text color, black color, and everything is looking good. If you click on save changes, you can also change the background color. If I again come back to this website, refresh it. And now as you can see, instead of that red color everywhere, you will now see this new primary color, which is this orange color, whatever color you want. Okay, so you can set your primary and your secondary color. You can change the background color. I would not recommend you to do that. Then we have header design, footer design, pages, and all those things. Now pages we'll see at the end of the video. First, let's see the header design. So we have this header. Okay, instead of this header, for example, this is the header that we're using. Instead of this header, if you want to use some other header, you can see many different header designs are available. If you want to use any one of these headers, for example, if you want to use this simple header, you can click on select. Okay, and this header will be selected for you. If you again come back to your website and refresh it, now as you can see, your header is changed. Now you have this search bar over here, and we have this thing like this. Okay, so I think this is also a good header. So if you want to use this header, search bar is very important, so you can use this thing as well. Then you can use this with search bar and with all the logos and icons. Then with this is also a good one. If you select this one, come back over here, refresh it. So in this one, we are using the search bar and we are also using the top bar. So I think this is a good one. Okay, so maybe I want to use this one. Now in this case, if you want to do some changes, for example, we have the currency converter, we have the my account, we have the social media links. If you want to change anything, for example, we have these 3 links. If you don't want these links, if you want some other links, you can change that thing from here if you click on settings. For example, if you want to show the phone number, in this header we don't have the phone number and email, so we cannot do that. Button says add new. We don't have the post new button, but instead of that post job button, if you wanted to type add new or something else, you can do that. Top menu. Okay, this is the top menu. We have these 3 links. If you want to change these links, you can change that. Header social icons, enter your Facebook, Twitter links. Okay, so whatever your links are, add those links over here. Okay, then header image, if you want any header image, you can have that thing as well. Now we can also change this menu. Okay, this is the menu, as you can see. Okay, so if you want to change this menu, let me show you this thing. Top menu, you can change the top menu. Then you can also change the main menu, I guess. Let's see the main menu button. If you don't see this option, you can change it yourself. So by default, we have these 4 links. If you want to add few more links on this page, you can create a new menu. So you can do it from here. At the left hand side, you will see appearance, and under appearance, you will see menus. Open that in a new tab, and let's create a new menu. Let's name it main menu, and whatever things you want. I want to maybe a home page, about page, a blog page, and add listing page. Because we have removed the add listing button, so I want to add that add listing page over here, and obviously also the contact page, or maybe not the contact page. All right, search page. Obviously, instead of contact, we have I will select search page. If you don't see the search page option, don't worry. First, click on add new. Search page could be added using this option. First, let's see if we have this search page. Okay, so search page could be added by clicking on this custom link. And you can see search page link, right click over here, copy link address, paste in the link. Basically, it is just your website name / s is equal to. Okay, so after your website name / s small s is equal to. So this will be a search page. I'll give it a title of search. Now click on add to menu. I'll bring it over here. Okay, just after home, and make sure to tick mark this thing, main navigation. Okay, US. Click on save menu. Again, if you come back over here, refresh it. And now as you can see, your menu is changed because we have very small space. This is how it is looking. If you want for this to fix this thing, you can go ahead and change the header style. Because the menu size is only this much, this is how it is looking. You can do one thing, you can remove few things from here. We don't want maybe about page, because about us is already given in the top link. So we want to get rid of that. Click on over here, refresh this page. And now as you can see, this is looking better. Okay, so you can create your menu like this. Then we have navigation. We have seen this was navigation, basically menu was the navigation. So we have seen that thing. Now later on, if you want to change the design, this is the design that we are using. If you want to come to your website, if you want to change the design, you can click on change design, and you can select some other design from here. Okay, so you can just click on install theme, and that design will be applied to your website. So this option is also available. And then we have yeah, rest everything is not really important. We have a very important option over here, pages option, but we'll see just a little bit after this thing. First, let's see some other things, and after that we'll see the pages option at the end of the video. Now let's see actually one thing. Let's see whether this website is working properly or not. So let me do one thing. Let me open this website in a new private window, try to sign up as a freelancer, and then try to purchase the thing, and let's see whether the entire thing is working or not. So if I open this website again in a new private window, right, and try to register as a freelancer, click on register, enter my details, full name I'll enter maybe John Doe, email address I'll enter johndoe@gmail.com, password I'll enter some password over here, and username they will recommend you few usernames. I'll just select John Doe from here. All right, so this is available as you can see. Accept the terms and click on create account. Once you create your account, you will now be redirected to your dashboard page. So everything is working properly. Now, if you want to create a job, you can click on post job, and I'll type in, I will create a professional website. Okay, for you. Your location will be automatically added for you. Now what category? So this is under programming and tag. Maybe I want to select. Now as you can see, we can select multiple categories. Okay, you can select multiple categories. So I want to select maybe WordPress, website and e-commerce. Okay, these two categories, and maybe also website programming. Now click on continue, next. And now I'll have to enter the description. So if I open a single job from here, just to copy paste the demo details. So as you can see, this is the description. I'll just copy this demo data from here, paste it under this. Then for keyword, maybe it will be WordPress could be one keyword. Now to separate keyword, just enter comma, it will be separated. Then website could be another keyword, comma, and similarly you can add more keywords. Why choose me? I can select few things from here. Maybe I'll select everything. Okay, now click on next. Now for basic business website or blog, business or blog site. Okay, and you can add the description, what kind of website you will be creating with this thing, and maybe I'll charge only $50 for this, and I'll complete it maybe in 10 days. Okay, then standard, maybe it could be an e-com site, e-commerce website. I'll type in, and maybe I'll charge $150 and give it in maybe again 14-15 days. Then I can add some add-ons. I'll do SEO for you, okay, for $50. Then I'll add another add-on. So click on add new add-on, web security, and maybe again I'll charge maybe $30-40 for this. Now facts, frequently asked questions. So what all questions do you think people will have related to your job? You can add those questions in advance. Like what happens after, what happens if I did not deliver the job in the selected time frame? So you can add that question, and after that you can add your answer, whatever your answer is. Okay, so I'll add a dummy question and answer. Job status should be available. Next, you can add your photos. Click on browse. If you have any photos, you can select this thing. Okay, I'm selecting these dummy photos from here. Click on open. So I'll give you these few dummy photos if you want to use them. So I've added these images. If you want, you can also add videos, audio files. Okay, now if you want to feature your profile on homepage or any other page, you can do that thing. For that, you'll have to make the payment. So I don't want to do that. I want to make it, I want to keep everything free. Now if I click on, okay, we have to enter a bigger description. I think there was a mistake there. I selected a minimum 1,000 characters. You should not select minimum 1,000 characters. Let's try to save it again. Okay, now as you can see, the changes are taking place. And now you have your job, displayed over here, just like this. A new notification. So whenever you get a new notification, you will see something like this. Okay, new listing added. This is the notification. If somebody wants, they can now select this thing. They can now make the payment and all. They can also see what all options or add-ons you have created. Okay, they can share this page if they want. They can read more about yourself. They can see the facts. If they want to message you, they can do that thing. You can also, as you can see right now, it just says seller details. It does not display your profile picture and so on. So if you want, you can do one thing, go to my account and you can complete your profile. So click on my username. So username is this. If you want to add a display name, okay, then you can add about yourself. You can add some description about your website name. You can add some website preferences. You can add some basic details. What is your first name, last name? Okay. Then after that, you can add your, you can use some, if you want, you can upload some images, or if you want to use any one of these gravatars, you can use that thing as well. And if you want to select some background, maybe I want to use this background. Okay, so I'll select this, click on save changes. Now if again go back to that jobs, let's go and see the job. If I click on this job and if I scroll down, now as you can see, it displays something about you. You have the image. If somebody clicks on view profile, they can see your profile, and this is how your profile will look like. Okay, you have one job created. People can see your website, they can message you, and they can do all these things. Now let's try to purchase as a customer. So I'll come back to this page and let me see that job that is just created by this John Doe. So here, as you can see, I'll create a pro website. Now I'm visiting this website as a customer and I want to purchase this service. So maybe I'll select an add-on. I want SEO also, and I want an e-commerce website. So I'll select e-commerce website. Now I'll get all the payment option. Now if I want to make payment through PayPal, Razorpay, Stripe, I can select that. I just want to make a test payment. Obviously, I don't want to pay to myself. So I'll select test payment. Now once the payment is completed, the customer will say that order is completed, and thank you, your order has been placed. And you'll also, this customer will also get a notification if they click on this new job. Okay, so you have placed a new order. If you go back to your my account, this customer also has this, front end dashboard. They can click on my orders and they can see, okay, they have purchased this thing. I'm buying this thing. So buying, and this is pending because the freelancer first has to approve this thing. So if you go back to freelancer's account, here also this freelancer also has a new notification. If I go to my account, my orders, I can see I have a new order, and this is selling. I'm selling this order, obviously. Now whether I want to accept it or reject it, maybe I'm very busy, I don't want to accept it, so you can reject it as well. If you want to accept it, you can accept it and click on update. Now once you have accepted the order, this time will start ticking. If I come back to this customers option and refresh it, you see this is accepted. Now I have to deliver this thing in whatever the time period is. Okay, so and you can also see all the order details, what all add-ons you have selected. Now let me actually come back to the freelancer account. I as a freelancer can ask some questions to this customer. So actually let me do one thing. Let me again copy some details from here, some dummy text, and this is maybe I'm asking these questions to the customer so that I can serve them well. So I can click on send message. Now this customer will receive this message. They will get a new notification once this message is received. If they click on my account, they can see under orders. Okay, under jobs. Okay, we are on the wrong website. I'll come back over here. If I refresh this thing, I don't have to refresh it. I already see this message. So this freelancer is asking me some questions. Now I can answer this freelancer something. So this is my answer. I can also attach some file for his reference. So maybe I'm attaching these 3 files. Okay, maybe one, or maybe this file for his reference. Okay, so I'll attach this file, send some message, and I'll say this is the reference. You can refer this thing and you can create a similar option. Now now again, if I come back to the freelancer account, I have all these things. Now once you refer to this, once you create this website or whatever it is, you can now attach that file. If it is something to be attached, you can now attach that file. You can send them this file. Okay, this file is sent. Now the customer will see this file will be sent to them. If they don't see it, they can refresh this page. All right, so here as you can see, we have the final file. I can download it. This customer can download it. If they are satisfied, they can select this option. Okay, they can say that I am satisfied, I'm happy. Okay, I'm just typing I'm happy. Okay, so maybe I'm satisfied with this thing. Now once this is done, I can now click on set delivered. So I'll say that I've delivered this job, and now this is pending approval. Now the customer has to approve this thing, whether the customer likes it or not. Okay, so customer says that yeah, he made some changes according to my needs, so I approve this thing. Now once the customer will approve it, customer can now give some rating and feedback for this freelancer. So I'll just type in great work done. Okay, perfect, submit feedback. Now similarly, freelancer can also give some feedback to this customer. So this is accepted. They can also give some feedback for the customer. Okay, so both can give feedback to each other, and this is now complete. Now if I see as a freelancer, if I go to balance and invoices, I'll see I have $180. Instead, if you remember, the order amount was for $200, but because we have set 10% commission, 10% is deducted, and now I have $180 okay in my account. Now if I want to do one thing, I can buy credit for this, or if I want, I can withdraw this fund. So if I want to withdraw the fund, maybe through Google Pay, and maybe I want to withdraw the entire $180, I'll give my Google Pay number or ID, GPay number. Okay, so I'll give my Google Pay number, whatever it is. Now click on request checkout. Now you as an admin, because this $200 has come to your account, okay, not the seller's or freelancer's account. So you will see there will be a new request. If you go back to your dashboard, if you see, click on Premium Press. Now here, if you click on orders, you can see cash out option. Under orders, click on cash out, and you can see this person has requested $180, and you can see this is pending. If you want to edit this thing, if you want to see more details about this thing, if you want, you can click on edit. First of all, you can see all the details. So they're asking through Google Pay, and this is the Google Pay number. Now once you Google Pay them, once you bank transfer them, whatever option they have selected, you can see the email address of the person as well. Maybe if they're asking through PayPal, you can see the PayPal email. Now once you have sent this money, you can now mark this thing as paid. Okay, and status should be completed. Payment status completed, request status paid. Now click on update order. So now this is done. This transaction is now 100% completed. Okay, paid, complete. Come back to this option, refresh it. Funds withdrawn, so we don't have any funds remaining. So with this transaction is now 100% settled. We have seen everything. How a freelancer will add their job, how a customer will purchase it, then freelancer will withdraw the fund, how you can approve and send the fund, everything. It's now only the designing part is left. So let's cover that thing as well. Let's cut this thing, come back over here. So let's see how we can now design different pages. We have seen how to change the home. We have seen how to change the header. Now let's see how we can design the home page. And after that, how we can design some other pages as well. Now for this, we'll need a new plugin. To design this thing, we'll need a new plugin that is called Elementor Page Builder. So we'll need a page builder to design this thing. And to download this thing, again, open a new tab and paste in this link. You should be redirected to this page. Now by default, this option will be selected for you, website builder plus hosting. Select this second option, website builder. And now they will recommend you few plans. These are our premium plans. We'll want to use the free plan. Okay, so once you select this option, now click on this get started button that you see in the menu at the top right corner. I'll do one thing. I'll open this link in a new incognito window. You don't have to do that thing. The reason I have to do is because I'm using Elementor Pro version. So I face some problems over here. You don't have to do it. Just open it in a regular window. Click on get started. And now once you click on get started, you'll have to create a new account. So just enter your email and password and create a new account. Okay. If you already have an account, you just click on sign in and you just select palm trees. Okay. Just click on verify. Okay. Once verified, you will be logged in. They will ask you a few questions. This is also simple survey. You can skip this thing. You will see this thing at the top right corner, this skip link. Click on that and skip this entire process. And finally, at the end, you will see this option. Okay, looks like we cannot skip this thing. Let's choose something. All right, now finally, you will see this page. Okay, if you scroll down, you will see Elementor free. So this is the option that we need, Elementor free. Now click on continue. Now in the next step, they will ask you your website name. So you can do one thing, copy your website name, your website URL, paste it over here and click on check for WordPress. And now they will ask you to install Elementor. So click on install Elementor. Now this will open this thing in a new tab. Again, at the bottom right corner, you will see this install now button. Click on that. And this will install this Elementor page builder for you. And once it is installed, you can now go ahead and activate it. So once it is installed, click on activate plugin. This plugin will be activated. Now I'll close this thing, come back over here, dashboard, go to plugins, make sure this is installed and activated. Okay, now here as you can see Elementor page builder. Again, click on Premium Press. And now let's see how we can design different pages. So for that, we will go to design and we'll select this option, customize and edit pages. Now, obviously the most important, most common page is your home page. So if you want to design this thing, you can click on this edit option. Okay, click on edit. This will open a new tab and you will see this thing will be opening in the Elementor page builder. And this is how your Elementor page builder screen will look like. Now let's actually do one thing. Let's start. We have already seen the header, so we don't have to do anything in the header. Now first section is this section. If you click on anywhere, if you just click on this pencil icon, if you see this pencil icon over here, you will get this section related settings. So this is your title. Then after that, we have some subtitle, which is the second text. Instead of this, if you want to type in something else, you can do that thing as well. Okay, we don't have any dummy text, but if you want instead of title, for example, instead of this title, I'll type in Fiverr Microjob. Okay, this is my title. Similarly, instead of subtitle, you can go to subtitle, type in whatever subtitle you want. You can also change the color, alignment, size, all these things. So instead of this size, if you want maybe extra large, you can select extra large. Okay, this was already more than extra large. Okay, so I'll select this option. You can also add some animations. Okay, so typed animation. Similarly, if you want, you can have the zoom animation. I think we cannot see that. We'll see that on the live website. Okay, I'll make it default. Then after that, if you want to do some changes in the background, I think you can do it from here. You can go to style and you have the layout section and padding. Under this, you will see the background color. You can change this thing. We have many different gradient colors like gradient gray, and then we have gradient green. This is the one that I think we have used in the demo website, so I want to use the same option, gradient to green. Okay, if you want to increase the padding or margin, you can select this option. Now as you can see, increase or decrease the padding and margin according to your needs. Okay, then we have this section. Okay, this is your testimonial section. If you want to change this thing, and by the way, if you again come back to this first section, okay, let me first update this page. And if you want to change the style of this entire section, you can go to content, and you have this choose design. Now by default hero 6 is selected. If you want some other hero style, for example, if you want hero 5, you can click on hero 5. You have the design. So you have all these options. If you want to select any other option, you can just click on that and you will see the design on your website. Okay, I think we are using this one, so we'll again come back to hero 6. Now similarly for this rating as well, we have different options. We have feature boxes. Okay, so feature box number 1, what is the title, subtitle, icon, image? You can add these things from here. Okay, so okay, again, if you instead of this image, some other image, instead of this title, some other title, whatever things you want to add, you can do it. Similarly, under popular categories, if you click on this pencil button, okay, instead of popular categories, if you want to type in featured categories, for example, let me fix this thing. So I'll type in featured categories. Alright, so it will look something like this. Then after that, we have these images and feature boxes. You can click on feature box 1, 2, 3, 4. Now by default, title is writing. This is the subtitle, and we are using this feature box. Instead of this, if you want to use something else, you can do that thing as well. Okay, you can add multiple feature boxes as well. Now for this also, you can go ahead and change the design if you want. And also make sure to, whenever you do any changes on your website, make sure to update it. Then we have this option, we have the featured jobs option. So what all things are, again, you can first of all go to title and change this thing. Now under listing data, if you want to display grid style, you can select this. If you want to display list style, you can select that option. Now how many you want to limit? So if I want to show only 8, I can limit it to 8. Now as you can see, only 8. Now how many per row? Instead of 4, maybe I want to display only 3 per row, and I want to increase the limit to 9. Okay, so you can have this thing as well, not 11, only 9. All right, okay, so you can change this style. Now you can order by, if you want to display random items, or if you want to display ascending, descending, whatever, you can display that thing. Okay, you can select this thing. Okay, we have many different options given over here. Menu order, you can select that option. Then this is the another style. If you just click on this thing, it is all simple, changing the title and subtitle. So if you want this title or some other title, feature boxes, instead of this first one says quick and easy to set up, so that instead of this title, some other title, instead of this subtitle, some other title, you can do it. Okay, similarly for this as well, final section as well. Okay, just click on this and change the title and description. Nothing else to do. If you see the feature boxes, again, if you want to add more features like this, you can add it. Just change the title and description, rest everything you don't have to do it. Okay, alright, so this is how you can change the style of this website. If you don't want an entire section, maybe I don't want this section, you can just delete this section as well. Maybe if you don't want this section as well, delete it. And if you want to add more section, you can click on this plus button, or you can click on this button. Okay, and now what section do you want? Hero section, feature section, okay, categories section, whatever section you want, you can select that. Maybe I want to use listing section or contact section. Let's select contact section. They will display a few sections. Maybe I want to use the first one. I'll select this, click on open, and let's see. Okay, this is over here. So you can actually do one thing. We can just drag and drop it over here at the bottom. Or if you have any problem dragging, dropping it, you can click on this navigator option at the bottom left. And this is the one that we are using. As you can see, this section. And let me first minimize all the other sections. I'll bring this section at the very bottom like this. And now if I go down here, as you can see, this is how it will look like. So if you want some other sections or some other data, you can have that thing as well. You don't have to follow, you don't have to keep the same layout or structure. You can change that thing completely. So this is how you change the home page. Come back to the dashboard again. Now similarly, you can change the login page, register page, search page, advertising page. Not recommended, but if you want, you can do that thing as well. If you want to do, if you want to change the footer, you can click on edit footer design. We have seen header. Footer is also very similar. Instead of this footer, if you want some other footer, change that thing, then go to settings. Now under footer, if you see, these two are menus. So instead of these menus, again, you can go to menu and create your own menu and add those links. This is your title. This is the text. So you can change footer text. You can add your text over here. So instead of this text, some other text. Instead of these titles, some other title. Okay, you can do that thing. And you can also add your social media links and so on. Okay, so you can change the footer from here. And finally, one more thing is left. We have seen, we have the blog option over here. All right, so this is how the blog looks like. Now we can actually do one thing. We can delete these blogs. These are all dummy blog posts. And let me actually go to blog post. Delete all these dummy blog posts if you want. Okay, actually you should delete these dummy blog posts. In fact, you should also delete everything. Once you learn everything, my main aim was just to explain you everything in detail. Once you learn everything, it is always obviously better to go and delete all the jobs, okay, all the users, or because all these things are demo or dummy data. We don't want dummy data on your website. You want real data on your website. Dummy data is just, your website does not look blank. So just to have something on your website, we have the dummy data. So you should delete that thing. Similarly for blog, you can delete it. Or if you want to add a new blog post, you can click on, maybe let me go ahead and delete all the blog posts from here. Okay, now click on add new blog post. I'll go to the blog post just to show you how this looks like. Okay, this is how a blog post will look like. Top the featured image, then we have the title and then the content. So you'll enter the title over here under add title, paste in whatever, or type in whatever title you have. Then under description or under content, type in your content. Okay, like this. So type in whatever you have content. Then at the right hand side, click on blog. You can select some categories. Some categories are already created. Okay, so maybe this belongs to WordPress category. Then you can add some featured image. Okay, so maybe I will add this image as the featured image. Okay, this will be a featured image. By the way, as I said earlier, this is your featured image. Okay, so I've added this as my featured image. And after that, you can just go ahead and publish it. So this is how you can create your blog post. If you click on view blog, you can see featured image at top, title and everything. This is how it will look like. And with this, we have finally completed this tutorial. Now, I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video. Share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.